Hello, this is the Council on Independent Fundamental Bible Doctrine. I am doing my next video. Actually, I'm redoing a video with an appropriate title series on the Rapture timeline called the Revelation Principle, as it fits better with the rest of the titles, so I decided to go ahead and do it in this series and do it over, because it was the first addendum that I did to the Rapture timeline series, and I had not fallen into the pattern of titles that I wanted to do yet, and since then I have, and well, that's why I'm redoing the video. So let's go ahead and get started. The Rapture timeline video. This tells us exactly when Christ is being revealed from heaven. Okay? All right, let's do it up. All right, the sign of the Son of Man, Luke 17:24. For as the lightning that lighteneth out of one part under heaven shineth unto the other part under heaven, so shall also the Son of Man be in his day, the day of Christ. Okay? Son of Man. Even so, thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Okay, the day of Christ is the day the lightning sign from the east to the west occurs. It is the day he is revealed. His coming, the day of Christ, his revelation, the day the rapture resurrection event occurs, they're all the same day. Matthew 24:27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth out even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Coming, revelation, same day. Okay? So, we see that the sign of the Son of Man and the sign of the day of Christ, the lightning from the east to the west, okay, that occurs, okay, right here where his revelation occurs. Okay? That occurs with the lightning from the east to the west at his coming when he is revealed. Okay, when is that? Well, it's very clear. Matthew 24:29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun goes dark, the moon goes dark, stars fall from heaven, earth is moved, heaven is moved. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. That's the lightning from the east to the west. Okay. That's why he just put all the lights out, because he's going to put on a light show. Okay. That is the revelation of Jesus Christ. For as lightning that lighteneth out of one part under heaven shineth unto the other part under heaven, so shall the Son of Man be in his day. Day of Christ. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. This is the coming immediately after the tribulation of those days. There's the sign of the Son of Man right there. After he puts the lights out, he puts on the light show. Okay, what is the significance of this? Well, it's very simple. Peter. 1 Peter 1:13, wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Our hope comes to fruition at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Our grace comes to fruition at the end at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Okay, you really want a preacher of rapture if you don't think that's talking about the rapture resurrection event. Okay? Our hope comes to fruition and grace comes to fruition as the final installment is given to us at the end at the revelation of Jesus Christ. The sign of the Son of Man, the lightning from the east to the west, immediately after the tribulation of those days. That is when Christ is revealed after the tribulation. Okay, when all the tribes of the earth mourn. not one battle, in one small valley, in one of the smallest countries in the world. Okay? The whole earth. Why? Because it's before the wrath. All this is at the sixth seal. When the sun goes dark, the moon goes dark, stars fall from heaven, earth is moved, heaven is moved. Men mourn as they see the face of Christ, and he's bringing his wrath. This whole thing occurs at the sixth seal, before the wrath of God, before the trumpet and bowls. That's why they're in heaven in chapter 7, tribulation over, and in chapter 8 of Revelation, the trumpet and bowl judgment start in the day of the Lord. This is his coming in the clouds, not on a horse. This is his coming with the trumpet. This is where he gathers his elect from earth and heaven, not just bringing them from heaven as his army. This is the first return of Christ, not the second return of Christ. This is the sign of the Son of Man when he is revealed from heaven with the lightning from the east to the west, when our hope comes to fruition and our grace comes to fruition at the end, at the revelation of Jesus Christ. At the revelation of Jesus Christ. When the lightning from the east to the west occurs, as the sign of the Son of Man occurs, immediately after the tribulation of those days. Okay, that is when Christ is revealed from heaven. That is when our grace, the grace, final installment of grace comes to us. Our hope comes to fruition at the end, at the revelation of Jesus Christ. And that is where that occurs. Okay? All right, thanks a lot. I'll get this up. Thank you.